Welcome to Early Signal. Today we're examining a tragic event in Spain that reveals critical lessons about rail safety and infrastructure maintenance. A story with implications far beyond the immediate disaster. Last Sunday, a high-speed train operated by the private company Ireo derailed on a stretch of track between Málaga and Madrid. The derailment caused the last three carriages of the train to cross onto the opposite track, directly colliding with an oncoming train run by the state-owned company Renfe. This catastrophic crash resulted in 45 fatalities and numerous injuries, marking Spain's deadliest rail accident in over a decade. An initial investigative report from Spain's Rail Accident Investigation Commission, known as CIAF, found that the critical cause of the derailment was a fracture in the track itself, present before the train passed over it. This wasn't a sudden failure caused by the train's weight or speed, but a pre-existing break in the rails, located on a straight section of track. The fracture created a gap nearly 40 centimeters wide, which disrupted the continuity of the rail and led to the derailment of Carriage 6, the first carriage to leave the rails. Notably, the report identified grooves or notches on the wheels of the Ireo train's carriages and on 3 trains that had passed over the same track earlier that day, all showing a consistent pattern. These grooves indicate the track was already compromised, with the rail tilting outward before the derailment occurred. In short, the damage to the track was developing in real time and predated the accident by at least several hours. The Spanish transport minister confirmed that these notches and track deformations suggest the fracture could not have been detected in time to prevent the disaster. What does this mean in the short term? First, there will be a renewed focus on rail inspection and maintenance protocols, particularly for high-speed lines where the stakes are highest. The detection technologies currently in use may require upgrades to identify subtle but dangerous fractures before they propagate to critical failure. This could mean more frequent inspections, new sensor deployments, or enhanced data analytics to monitor track integrity in real time. For rail operators, both public and private, the incident raises questions about safety standards and communication. The fact that multiple trains passed safely over the fractured track before the accident suggests that current safety margins or monitoring systems may not be sufficient to detect evolving hazards. From a passenger perspective, this tragedy will likely affect public confidence in high-speed rail, at least temporarily. Authorities and companies will need to work transparently to restore trust and ensure that safety investments keep pace with growing demand for fast, reliable rail travel. Looking further ahead, over the next decade, the accident underscores the importance of integrating advanced infrastructure monitoring technologies. This might include more widespread adoption of fiber optic sensors embedded in tracks, drones for rapid visual inspections, and AI-driven predictive maintenance systems. These tools could help identify microscopic cracks before they become catastrophic. Furthermore, this incident may accelerate discussions around regulatory frameworks governing private rail operators and infrastructure sharing. As Spain's rail system involves both state-owned and private companies operating on common tracks, ensuring consistent safety standards across all players will be crucial. Finally, the tragedy reminds us of the broader challenge in transportation infrastructure, balancing high-speed efficiency with robust safety and maintenance regimes. As rail networks worldwide push for faster, more frequent services, the demand on infrastructure integrity intensifies. Investments in smart monitoring, rigorous inspection protocols, and transparent reporting will be essential to prevent future disasters. In reflection, the Spanish rail accident highlights how critical infrastructure vulnerabilities can evolve unnoticed until they cause devastating outcomes. It's a sober reminder that technology alone isn't enough. Human oversight, timely data, and responsible maintenance must work in tandem to keep transportation safe. As we watch how Spain's rail system responds, the lessons learned will resonate with rail networks globally, shaping the future of safe, high-speed travel. Thanks for listening to Early Signal. Stay tuned for more insights on emerging tech and infrastructure stories shaping our world.